Political legal perspective in gender and sexuality. Introduction. The 1987 Constitution, the Philippines is known for its very liberal and progressive constitution that was formulated during the euphoria of People Power Revolution in 1986. Gender equality is a key element of this charter and enshrined in Article 2, Section of the 1987 Constitution. The state recognizes the role of women in nation building and shall ensure the fundamental equality before the law of women and men. Finally, Article 13 and Sector 14 specifically mention that the state shall protect working women by safe and healthful working conditions, taking into account their material functions and such facilities and opportunities that will enhance their welfare and enable them to realize their full potential in the service of the nation. Definition of terms. The 1987 Constitution, the fundamental law of the country upon which all the laws are ensured or based on. Magna Carta of Women, the main law enshrining all the rights of women and their roles in building the nation. Nation building, collaborative efforts and means to establish and develop the country. Various laws promoting gender equality. The legal framework provided for by the 1987 Constitution resulted to various legislation promoting gender equality. Local Government Code of 1991 provide for the election of sectoral representation including women in local legislative councils. Partyless law provides for creation of women-oriented or women-based parties to compete under the party-less system. Labor Code 1989 covers issues such as right to work prohibitions, specifies that employers must provide special facilities for women, prohibition of discrimination against women, and respect to terms and conditions of employment. Women in Nation Building Law, Republic Act 7192, 1991, in an act promoting integration of women as full and equal partners of men in development and nation building. 1988 Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law give Filipino women the right to own land that previously reverted to sons and other male family members. Republic Act 7688, 1994, an act giving representation to women in Social Security Commission. Anti-Sexual Harassment Law, RA 7877, 1995, an act declaring sexual harassment to be unlawful in the employment, education of or training environment. Republic Act 7822, 1995, an act providing assistance to women engaging in micro and cottage business enterprises. Republic Act 1850 8533, 1997, an act expanding the definition of the crime of rape, reclassifying the same as a crime against persons. National programs based on the Philippine law stated a myriad of project initiatives and processes the gender challenge arose. This includes the following. Philippine Plan for Gender Responsive Development 1995-2025, the National Plan for Women that consolidates the action commitments of the Philippines during the Beijing World Conference on Women, Gender and Development Budget, GAD. Internal to the national plan, it is aimed at institutionalizing gender concerns in the mainstream development process and agenda, and not just peripheral programs and projects the government. Concretely, it prescribes for the allocate 5% the government agencies slash local government units budget on gender responsive activities and projects as a result implementation of development program and policies of government also means women partaking a role in government's framework plan for women. This part of the Philippine Plan for Women developed to focus on this thrust, namely promoting women's economic empowerment, advance and protect women's human rights, and promote gender-responsive governance. Women's right participate. Women's right to vote was granted into 1937. The Constitution of 1935 stipulated that right of suffrage would be extended to women only if 100,000 in the favor during a national plebiscite. Rosa Sibela C. Albero and Young Trinidad Almeida, Miss Constancia Pobleta, founder of Lega Femina de la Paz, Paz Villanueva Calao and Paz Mendoza Guazon, Pilar Hidalgo Lim, President of the National Federation of Women's Clubs, and Josefa Lilians Escoda, President of the Girl Scout of the Philippines, Liganaya ng Kababahihan sa Politika, 1998. Women's involvement in civil society. Women's expressions of involvement to civil society could be through organizing along gender issues and formation of all women groups within broad coalitions as power-enhancing mechanisms. Groups such as the Filipina Fairness Movement, the Militant Gabriela Women's Group, the Ugnayan ng Kababaihan sa Politika, Network of Women in Politics, the Kilos Kabaro Act Sisters Coalition, and Cebu Legislative Network have trailblazed women advocacies both in its policies and in legislation.